Hello, it's Leslie Fightmaster, and welcome to day 65. We have a kind of a cardio, high intensity interval workout class today and more handstands. So, sitting up nice and tall, start to bring your hands together in front of your heart and just take a moment to set an intention for your practice. As always, all intentions are always welcome. Can be a word or a phrase, or maybe you want to send out this wonderful energy that you're creating to somebody who could use some nice energy. Maybe that's you today. We'll begin on our backs with the knees bent, feet hips width apart like we set up for bridge pose. On the inhale, just take a gentle bridge. Lift up. On the exhale, lower down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Inhale to lift, heels are right underneath the knees, outer edges of the feet parallel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, reach your arms up and overhead. I'm too close to the wall. And then lift up into a little crunch. I'm going to scoot forward, try again. Inhale, lift up, take the arms up and over. As you exhale, lower down slowly. When you get all the way down, lift your head and shoulders off the floor, pull the belly in. Inhale. Lift into bridge. Exhale, lower. Head and shoulders up. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lift, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, lift up head and shoulders. Pull the belly in. Again, inhale, lift, arms reach, palms facing each other. Exhale, lower. Lift the head and shoulders off the floor. Inhale again, arms reach up, tailbone toward the backs of your knees. Exhale, lower slowly, and then lift up, head and shoulders. Hug the knees into the chest, and just rock gently side to side. Roll yourself up to seated. And we'll make our way onto the hands and knees, and then just stepping right back into downward facing dog. So make sure your down dog's long enough and start to bicycle your legs to warm up. Arms and ears in line. Arms are shoulders distance, so the feet are hips width. And start to stretch back. On your inhale, make your way into plank pose. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, little cobra, peel the chest up, pull the hands toward the feet. Heart forward. And then press up to the knees and lift your hips for down dog. Inhale again to plank. Lower chaturanga to the floor. Inhale again, cobra, maybe a higher cobra this time if that feels okay on your back. Keep your belly lifted. Maybe all the way into up dog, thighs and knees off the floor, and then exhale, tuck the toes into down dog. Lengthening out the spine. Draw the ribs and belly in. And your inner thighs spin back. Look forward, step or hop the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press down, rise all the way up, lengthen up. Exhale to Samastitihi. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, press up through the hands and feet, and exhale to down dog. Right leg up on the inhale, step it up by the right hand, stand the ball, the back foot, reach up. Exhale the hands down, Chaturanga. Inhale to press up. Back to plank, add a chaturanga, and then lift back into down dog. Left leg floats up, exhale, step it through, stand the ball, the back foot, knee over the ankle, rise up. Exhale, we'll lower right back down through chaturanga. Inhale to press up. Exhale, back to plank, another chaturanga, lift the hips, downward dog. So we're moving it a little bit faster, a little stronger. Look up, step or hop the feet. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, chair pose, reach up and back to Samastitihi, and then bend the knees again, Utkatasana. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, knees toward the armpits, lean forward into Bakasana. Take the feet up toward the hips any amount, round the upper back, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale to press up. Exhale, down dog. Right foot steps, back foot is flat. Warrior one on the inhale. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to plank. Second chaturanga. Nope, sorry. Roll to the pinky toe side of the right foot, left arm up, and then back to plank. There's that chaturanga. Press up to plank and roll to the pinky toe side of the left foot. Reach up through the right arm, back to plank. Another chaturanga into up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, back foot is flat. Rise up, inhaling. As you exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhale, back to plank, roll to the right again, lift the left arm up, Vasisthasana, side plank, hips on top of each other, plank, chaturanga, press up to plank and go to the left side. Try to bring your left hip a little bit forward and back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, press up, exhale, back into down dog. So now we'll get to slow it back down a little bit. That was our first interval. So always feel free to push the pause button, take a break if it becomes too much, and modify any way you need to. Look forward, step or hop your feet up, inhale, lengthen, exhale to fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, reach up, exhale, Samastitihi. Feet hips width apart, take a forward fold, grab your toes, inhale, lengthen up, and exhale to fold. Try and shift your hips over your heels if your legs are straight, and pull up on the kneecaps to firm your quadricep muscles. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, step back, plank pose, and chaturanga. Inhale, pressing into up dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Right leg up on your inhale. Exhale, step it through, back foot flat, come to warrior two. Make sure your right knee is over your ankle and points over the middle toes as you gaze over your fingertips. That wall was really getting in my way today. I should have moved. Drop the left arm, reverse your warrior. Inhale to come up. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Chaturanga. You can always skip this and go right to down dog. Inhaling up. Exhale, back. Left leg up, exhale, and step it to the middle of the hands. Back foot flat, line up heel to arch, warrior two. Knee is over the ankle, gaze over the fingertips. Breathing, make sure your breath stays nice and steady. Reverse the warrior on the inhale, bend the knee as you exhale. Come back to center. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, and chaturanga. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. Stretch back. Look forward, step or hop the feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press down, reach all the way up and lengthen. And exhale the hands to the heart. I think we'll pick it up again. Oh, in a moment, we're going to do something first. Hug your right knee into your chest and use your arm strength to really hug it in. And keep the left hip drawing in towards center. And lift your chest. Find a spot to focus on to help with balance. Reach the arms up. Just holding there, and then extend the leg out. I hold it up as high as you're comfortable. Now bring it back in and down. And now the left leg, hug it in. Use some arm strength to draw the leg right in towards your chest. Keep nice and tall. Roll the shoulder heads back, lift the belly. Keep your steady gazing point. Reach the arms up. Hold that leg a little bit up as high as you can, and then extend it out. Breathing here, keep the right hip drawing in towards center, and release that leg. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale to fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward dog. So we're stepping it up again. Right leg up on the inhale. Step it up, stand the ball of your back foot for crescent. Keep your low belly lifted. Bend the left knee slowly. Any amount, you can tap it down. And then bring that left leg up and hug it in tightly again in towards your chest. Extend it out. Keep drawing the left hip down and the right hip in. Then step it back again into crescent. Make sure your knee's over the ankle. Rebend the left knee slowly and then straighten it out. Come to plank, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Back to plank, add another chaturanga. Maybe just another one after that. One more into up dog. And then exhale into down dog. Left leg up, inhale and come up. Crescent. Now bend the right knee slowly. And then straighten it out. Hop up onto that left foot and draw your right knee into your chest, standing up tall. Then extend the right leg out, holding. Now swing it back without touching the floor. Make your way back to crescent, the left knee over the ankle. Then start to bend the right knee and straighten it out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Back to chaturanga once, chaturanga twice, chaturanga up to upward dog and downward dog. Feel free to take the knees down and modify those. Look forward, step or hop the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. And then fold in again. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. And exhaling to down dog. Right leg up. Exhale, step it up. Stand the ball of the back foot and reach up. Bend your left knee slowly, then straighten it. And then again, bend it and straighten it. All the way down or just a little. Step up onto that right leg again, hugging the left knee in. Extend the leg out, hold it up. Without touching the floor, swing it back, arms in line with ears, warrior 3. Drop the outer left hip down. Slowly set it back, your right knee over the ankle, and then bend the left knee. And bend it maybe one more time. Take the hands down, chaturanga. Press up to plank, chaturanga up to plank, chaturanga to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg floats up. Exhale, step it up, stand the ball of the back foot and reach up. Left hip's pulling back. Bend the right knee and straighten it. Bend the knee any amount and straighten it. Step up onto the left foot, hugging the right knee in and extending it out. Keep the right hip dropping down. Without touching the floor, swing it back. Drop the outer right hip down. Arms in line with ears if you can. Squeeze the left hip in. Slowly set the right foot down back to crescent, knee over ankle. Bend the knee and straighten it. Bend the right knee and straighten it. Hands to the mat. Chaturanga, press up to plank. Chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows, up to plank. Chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Please put your knees down in those extra chaturangas if you are feeling like it's a lot, because it is a lot. All right, we'll slow down. Right foot forward, and then turning to the side, feet parallel for Prasarita Padottanasana A. Fold forward. Keep the nice length in your spine. Wrists under the elbows, or just come down any amount. And then reach for your toes. If you can't, grab your legs. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Fold, lifting the shoulders gently away from the ears. Gaze off the tip of your nose. And breathing. And then turning toward the front, chaturanga. Inhaling up and exhaling back. Left leg steps up, walk to the right, parallel the feet, hands on the hips. Fold forward. And then keep lifting the shoulder heads away from the floor as your elbows move in toward each other, widening across the collarbones. And then interlace your fingers and start to reach the arms forward any amount, again stretching out the shoulders. Keep your hips over your heels. Walk your hands to the front, step back to plank and lower down. Inhaling up, exhaling back into down dog. Stretch back, lengthen, lengthen. And then look forward. Step your right foot up, take your left knee to the floor. And then straighten the front leg and fold over that leg. Maybe slide out into a split. You don't have to. Pull your right hip back, send your left hip forward so your hips are level either way. And then this time we're going to move into pigeon pose. So roll off to the right hip, bend your right knee. Now if that hurts your knee, come onto your back, take your right ankle past your left knee for thread the needle. Otherwise, pigeon pose, folding forward. Make sure that your left leg is straight back behind you and all your toes are pointing straight back. And then come on up. Tuck the toes, come to plank, chaturanga, inhaling up and back into down dog. Left leg up on the inhale, step it through, right knee down, left knee is over the ankle, then straighten out through the left leg. Pulling the left hip back as you do. Either stay there or start to slide out, pulling back on your left hip and sending your right hip forward. So I'm not all the way down to the mat today. I could benefit from having a block underneath my front thigh. I just didn't bring one with me. So if you have a block or maybe a rolled up towel, you could do that. Bend the left knee, rolling onto the left hip, or swing back, take your left ankle above your right knee, a little past it for thread the needle. So even if the knee doesn't hurt on one side, but it does on the other side, make sure you take the variation. Or if you know a better one for you, you can take that. Coming into pigeon pose or your variation of your hip opener. And make sure the back leg's straight back behind you. All the toenails are pressing onto the mat. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it up, stay on the ball of the back foot, lift up, pull the right hip back, and bend the left knee, and then straighten it. Bend and straighten. One more time, bend slowly and straighten that leg. Bring your hands to the mat, stepping forward into a standing split, lifting that inner back thigh. So we did this yesterday, but we'll practice it again without touching the foot to the floor. Make your way into Navasana, then right leg straight, then left leg straight. Straighten the right leg, and then the left leg. Straighten the right leg, and the left leg. And the right leg again, and the left at both time, and pick up, either step or float back into chaturanga, inhaling up, back to plank, chaturanga, lift the hips, downward dog, left leg up, inhale, exhale, step it up, stay on the ball, the back foot, lift up tall, bend the right knee, and then straighten it, bend, and straighten, bending any amount here. Make sure the left knee stays over the ankle, straighten the back leg, step up onto that left foot. From the inner right thigh, lift the right leg up any amount. Reach the crown of your head down, maybe hold onto the left leg. Then without touching the foot to the floor, bend the knee, bring it through, Navasana. Probably easier today. Right leg straight, then left leg. And then the right and the left. Right leg straight. And the left, straighten the right leg, left leg, cross the ankles, pick up, step or float, chaturanga. Inhaling up and exhale to plank, chaturanga, lift the hips into down dog. Right leg up again, step it up, Stand the ball of the back foot once again, crescent, reach up, spin your triceps forward, bend the left knee, tap it down, straighten it out. Bend the left knee any amount, then straighten. Step up onto the right leg, warrior 3, arms and ears in line, bend that right knee and straighten it. Bend it any amount and straighten it. Hands to the mat, standing split, lift your left leg from the inner thigh. Without touching it to the floor, walk your hands back as you make your way again into Navasana. Straighten the knees if you can keep your spine long, otherwise keep your knees bent. Cross the ankles, press down, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhaling up, back to plank, add a chaturanga, lift up and come to down dog. Left leg, step it through, stand the ball of the back foot, left knee's over the ankle as you rise up. Bend the back knee and then straighten it. Bend the knee any amount, keep the belly lifted, straighten the leg. Step up onto the left leg, lifting your right leg up from the inner thigh. Drop the outer hip down. Bend the left knee and straighten. Bend your left knee and straighten. Bring the hands down. Keep lifting through that back leg. Crown of your head is reaching down. Without touching it to the floor, swing it all the way through. Navasana, boat pose. So you can again straighten the legs if you'd like, but you have to keep your spine really long. Cross your ankles, press up, step or float, back to chaturanga. Inhaling, press up, exhaling, down dog. Stretch all the way back, arms and ears are in line. Reach your heels toward the floor. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, bring it through. Staying again to crescent pose. We'll slow down a little bit here by taking the left arm across for a nice twist. Pull the right hip back and let it drop down. Try and keep your hips level. So you can stay with your hands at the heart or left hand down, right arm up, a little deeper twist. And working through that back leg. And then come back to center through a vinyasa or skip it and go into down dog. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Left leg up. Step it through. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Come on up, crescent. And leaning forward, your right arm across. Press your palms together. Open up your collarbones, your shoulder blades, down the back. Stay with that, or right hand to the floor, left arm up. And breathing here into your nice twist. Come back to center, either through a vinyasa or go to down dog, or take your knees down and take a child's pose and hit the pause button if you want to. Come back to your steady breath. And now we'll walk the hands back to the feet. Getting ready to go upside down because I'm tucking in my shirt. That's how I know. Back up against the wall. Feet are in front. We're going to measure like we did yesterday. So where my feet just were, that's where I want my hands to be. Take a short down dog and then lift up. Right leg down, left leg down. Stay up in the handstand and then take both feet down. Now you can do the same thing again, or shoulders over wrists and hop up into a handstand. So that's another option. You can work on your handstands this way, hopping up, maybe finding some balance against the wall or maybe away from the wall. Or you can work on the pizza series. We did this a few weeks ago. Bend the knees, keep your hips way up high, hop up and come down, hop up and come down, and hop and come down. So both feet at the same time. You got to keep your hips up nice and high. Try to get your legs right in towards your belly as you hop up and lower. Hopping up and lowering down. Otherwise, you're staying with handstands kicking up, or you're staying with handstand prep with the legs up the wall. And just a couple more. I went to 10. If you're doing the hop ups, you'll go to 10. And then, shoo, you'll take the best child's pose you've ever felt. Because if you made it to 10, you were probably tired like I was. And then back to plank, chaturanga, inhaling to up dog, exhale back into down dog. And then lower all the way to the floor. Arms by your sides, inhale, lift into Shalabhasana, locust pose. Keep your belly picked up off the floor, your tailbone reaching toward your heels, pubic bone pressing down, and release and rest. And again, this time arms in line with the ears, lift up into Shalabhasana. You can stay with it or swim the arms back. For Dhanurasana, take the pinky toe sides of the feet, lift the legs up and press them back. Keep your tailbone lengthening and rest. And again, arms in line with the ears, Shalabhasana, or reach back for the feet, Dhanurasana. Lifting up. Either way, you're taking a nice little back bend, stretching out the front of the body. Keep your belly lifted, low back lengthening. And come down and make your way back into a child's pose. So just a nice restful child's pose. Take a few long breaths. Feel the breath moving all the way up and down your spine. Feel it move right into the lower back. And then sitting up, shift your hips off to one side to extend your legs in front of you. Sit up nice and tall in Dandasana. So in Dandasana, I'm going to flex the ankles from the legs, sit up really tall, and lengthen your spine. And this pose is a lot more work than it looks like. You really have to use a lot of muscles in your spine to keep you up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lengthen. Keep your spine nice and long as you extend forward, gazing toward your feet. So it's nice to have a steady gazing point in our poses because that way we don't let our minds wander so much if we have a little focal point. So we focus on the breath and the pose and a focal point, and our mind gets quieter. Take the soles of your feet together, knees apart, sit up tall on the inhale. Exhale, come forward into Baddha Konasana. Bound angle pose. I'm keeping my spine nice and long, hinging from your hips. It never matters how deep you get into a pose as long as you feel a stretch. Come on up on the inhale and extend the legs in front, bending your right knee, right hand behind, left arm up, inhale, exhale, twist. As you inhale, lengthen up. We want to line up each vertebra on top of the next, and then exhale, and we can twist from there with a nice long spine from the waist up. Make sure your left toes are pointed up to the ceiling. Bring your head to center. Switch. Bend the left knee, left hand behind, right arm up, get tall. Exhale and twist. As you inhale, see if you can lengthen up any taller. As you exhale, roll the left shoulder back and twist. Inhale, head to center, and exhale to release. I'm pulling down my leg warmer, so it must be time for Shavasana. So make your way onto your back, lengthen your tailbone towards your heels, shoulder blades towards your waist, open up the chest, arms by your sides with your palms up. Close your eyes and take a nice rest. Let everything just relax here. Again, as you're resting, I will read from the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. This is the second sutra. In Sanskrit, it says Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. And what that means basically is that yoga helps to quiet our minds. And you may have noticed this as you move through your poses. And it's because we're focusing on the movement, the breath, the focal point, that our mind starts to quiet down, and then we can start to have a little bit more control over the thoughts that sort of breeze in and out. So this is from Satchidananda's translation. He says, so if you can have control over the thought forms and change them as you want, you are not bound by the outside world. There's nothing wrong with the world. You can make it a heaven or a hell according to your approach. If you control your mind, you have controlled everything. Then there's nothing in this world to bind you. That is why the entire yoga is based on Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Start to make some movements to reawaken your body. Stretch out through your arms and your legs. Bend your knees, roll off to your right side, pausing for gratitude for all of our blessings. And then make your way up to seated and cross at your shins. Sit up nice and tall, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart to remind us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communications. Sending out all this wonderful energy we created to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you can come back again tomorrow. If you liked our class today, please push the like button and please subscribe to our channel. And share our videos with your friends, or just tell your friends about us. And we're trying to get free yoga to as many people as we can around the globe. And if you can afford to support us with a donation of any amount, there is a link below in the comments. If you cannot, and you ever shop on Amazon, you can support us by going to fightmasteryoga.com, clicking on the Amazon link on the right side of the page, and then placing your order that way. And then we get some credit from Amazon for that. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Or if it's at the end of your day, I hope today was super wonderful for you as well. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day. Namaste. Bye.